Just have a look at the last 3 series Australia played in India. If you have a look at Australia's recent one-day record in India, it's pretty good. In 2007, when they toured, they beat India 4-2. The same result could be seen in 2009, but for the lone ODI they played in 2010, India won. And as we know, India also beat Australia in the 2011 World Cup quarter-final. But this time things are different as Australia step onto the Indian shores for the One-Day International and the T20 series. They have a young side, plenty of new faces. So Jaideep, your initial thoughts about a young Australian side?
The first thing that you notice is that Michael Clarke is missing, and he's decided to give his back some rest in order to be fit for the Ashes, and that's a huge loss. I mean, you can't replace someone like Clarke.
But it does make sense, I mean, in the long run.
It does, yes. But this is also, even though people might call it a meaningless series, I mean, it's a battle for world number 1 in the ODI ranking. So Australia will definitely miss Michael Clarke's presence, but that gives a chance to someone like a Shane Watson or a George Bailey to step up and really guide the team through.
But speaking about the battle for number 1, actually Australia need to beat India by a huge margin to become number 1. So it's a very tall order for them.
It's a very tall order, especially given the young and inexperienced team that they have. But I think it'll be a good learning curve for them, even if they don't manage to do that. And a lot of these youngsters would be actually, vying for a couple of spots in the Ashes, perhaps.
Exactly.
So that's what they will be playing for.
Now 3 players, if you have to pick 3 batsmen to watch out for.
That would be Shane Watson, George Bailey and Aaron Finch.
Of course, and Aaron Finch, especially after what he's done in England.
Yeah.
A lot of eyes, and plus he has the IPL experience, having done well for Pune.
Yeah.
And now 3 bowlers.
Bowlers, the first one would be Clint Mackay because he's had a brilliant series in England. Then you have Nathan Coulter-Nile, who, well, you could classify him as an all-rounder because he can bat. But he's done well in the Champions League for the Mumbai Indians. So he'll be someone to look out for. And then you've got Mitchell Johnson, who's also performed superbly for Mumbai. And he didn't get his chance in the Ashes, but he'll be wanting to prove his worth for the return series.
And of course, what to say about James Faulkner? Very good for the Rajasthan Royals.
That's one thing about the Australian side. They've got a side packed with all-rounders like Watson, Faulkner, Coulter-Nile. So, they can always step in whether it has to be the batting or bowling. And the balance that you see in the Australian side, you don't really see in the Indian.
And George Bailey did say that the IPL experience will help them because there are quite a few of them who have played the IPL.
In fact, in the final, there were about 5 Australians who are in the squad for the India series. 5 Australians featured in the Twenty20 final. So that should definitely help them.
Nevertheless, but they still have to come together as a team and beat India in the 7-match one-day series and the lone T20 International. It will be a tough series, but one never knows how this Australian team can shape up.